What's up guys, Bloodshed here, bringing you a Diablo 3 patch 264 season 16 build guide for Diablo 3. Anyway, this is the Monk Sage Set, the Monk Sunwuko Sage Set. Monk Sunwuko Wave of Light is arguably the fastest T13 build in the game, and it just got better. So with this patch, it's getting a nice size buff. So what that does is you already one-shot mobs, right? You one-shot mobs because of the entire setup of how it works. So now that we do more damage, we can drop Pinto's Pride and pick up the Crin's Gaze, the ranged Wave of Light. So we have the ranged Wave of Light, we have a Sage Set, Boon of the Hoarder, Gold Wrap, Infinite Survivability. Like everything is working really good, and it's even more fun than before because of our range, right? It's probably going to be the fastest Sage Set just because you don't need the bracers anymore. You can just wear NEMs and then put the gaze in the cube for some awesomeness, right? And that's not even counting the Ring of World Grandeur season. So if it was the Ring of World Grandeur season, you would swap out the Ring of World Grandeur for, like, let's say a Stone of Jordan or whatever crazy combo you want to come up with. I'd probably rock Soj, but it's totally up to you. So if you don't know, this build on screen has incredible wave clear potential, but you probably would still be using Sunwuko for farming, especially being able to use a Sage Set, you know, Boon of the Hoarder, a lot of gold, a lot of DBs, and maximum efficiency and all that stuff. The description of the video will have a Diablo fans link, and that's always going to be the most updated version of the build. So just check it in the description of the guide. Also, it gives you recommendations. There might be future seasons with interesting seasonal themes, and I'll just put it in the description, right? All right, you just saw the build in action. Let's do a quick breakdown of what's important. I'm not going to cover every detail. That's what the written guide's for. In the description, it'll have every breakpoint, every stat priority for every single item, and all that stuff. So what you want is, I still recommend like 56% cooldown on the build. Where are we at? I have 59, so I have more than enough. You really don't need that much because we are using the Zodiac Ring and Obsidian Ring of the Zodiac. So that's giving us a lot of CDR. I just think it feels better. The more cooldown, the better. If more efficiency, more utility, and all that stuff. Like I said, if this was the Ring of World Grandeur season, you would take the Zodiac Ring since it doesn't really have any good stats on it. Even though it's primal, the worst primal, put it in the cube and then wear a Stone of Jordan for the fire damage and the elite damage. Really good. Your Vengeful Wind has to be 7 stacks. All right, that's probably one of the biggest questions I get on stream. Yo, Blood, I'm not doing damage. Next season, if you don't have that 7 stack, you're gonna be doing a lot less damage. So make sure you have that. Sweeping Winds has a natural 3 stack. So if you got this weapon, you can hold up to 10 different stacks. And you want to make sure you keep this up. If there's no mob around you, you can just hit Q to reset your stacks, or you can cast Wave of Light on an enemy to keep up your stacks. You have to do damage to mobs. So since you're using Ingium and you're just flying around the map, Nemesis Bracers spawn elites. Those elites, you kill them, you get more Ingium. Ingium gives you like basically infinite cooldown on dash. So you're flying around, killing everything, getting your cooldown, keeping up Sweeping Winds. It works really well together, and this is why it's basically the best speed build. I would consider this a tie with Multi-Shot in terms of efficiency for T13. Multi-Shot is more consistent, in my opinion, and without reliance on Ingium, but Monk actually has faster clears than it, as you saw in the video. That was like my first attempt at a clear yesterday, and I was like, okay, well, there we go. We got the footage, man. We're kind of set up for speed, efficiency, and all that stuff, but you can easily swap out any of these things to match your playstyle. If you want more tankiness on hardcore, you can swap out fleet-footed for your cheat death ability. You can swap out Annihilation, gives us a lot of movement speed. You can swap that out for like agility, mantra, salvation agility for more survivability. There's lots of things you can do. I would say I really love Seize. The initiative is super good, and then the resource cost and stuff work together. You might even consider swapping Insight for Desert Shroud on hardcore, something like that. But that's basically it. Keep up your Sweeping Wind stacks. Make sure you're Vengeful has 7 stack. Also, if you're on hardcore, you might want to consider having life on hit on one of your weapons just to give you extra sustain. But the gold wrap literally makes you invincible because of all the gold. You know, you're picking up all this gold, you're getting all this armor. You should be fine 99% of the time. And like I said, if you have a cheat death, it'll give you like a get out of jail free card, so to speak. but this is my favorite version of the build so far. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the new format I'm taking on the videos. Follow me up above at twitch.tv/bloodshed. I'll be streaming there all season long. No question about it. Diablo 3 is my favorite game. And I hope you guys enjoyed the ride with me. This is the Bloodshed, and I'm out of here. Peace.